Good morning, my fantastic friends. Today we are reading on the comments by Dan Wooten, who said that Prince William has said that Harry would return to the royal family over my dead body. Is the wording that Dan Wooten used. So I think this was whether he would return as a working royal or not. Over my dead body. Let's have a look and see what do the cards say about William and his feelings and where he stands on this. Did he say it or didn't he say it? Whatever. Anyway, my name is Rainbow and welcome to my channel where I read cards to help us understand royal issues and the bigger issues in society. Oh, create boundaries. Create boundaries. Prince William, we're reading his energy right now. Create boundaries. Very much of a confirmatory card. Yes, he most definitely would have said this. Ennoble your soul. He knows he's going to be king. He knows that he needs to step up, protect the monarchy, protect his family. And this one, practice positivity. And that boat, to me, the imagery, the energy of that boat is walking away from, moving away from the past, realizing that his brother is a lost cause, and his noble duty is to make sure that the royal family is safe and that his brother doesn't basically spark such a controversy that the royal family might actually crumble. So, create boundaries. That's a very interesting card. What else? Tell us more about Prince William and his feelings at this time. Access clear thinking. He's been thinking about it a lot. He's been mulling it over. He's been taking into account all of the things that Harry has said, the various insults, which are just, he's been thinking about which ones are forgivable, which ones are unforgivable, which ones, and I think, you know, for any man, when you insult his wife, that is a wound that cuts the deepest. And then on the bottom of the deck, we've got here, transform anger. And so William's been stewing in it. He's been thinking about it. And he's been very, very angry. And he's been thinking about the best way to move forward, to transform this anger, to harness the anger, and just to move away from the negativity that is his brother. And listen, on the bottom of the deck, listen to your guardian angel. I wouldn't be surprised if he's been talking to his deceased mother, if he's been praying about it, seeking guidance from spiritual realms. And there on the bottom, take positive action. And isn't that interesting how that one says practice positivity? It's a old Viking kind of ship, Viking looking ship, and this one, take positive action. What Harry has done and continues to do has made the royal family feel like they really don't have any options to respond. So this is kind of Prince William in his private moments. This is Prince William, or more actually King William. So on a personal level, Harry's misbehaviour has cut him deeply, and on a public level as well as the Prince of Wales. But he knows he has no choice. And this is almost a childlike kind of card with that little sail. And I'm sure he's had times of nostalgically looking back on their boyhood times and the great love and friendship that they used to have. And this next card says release fear. I think he is afraid of what Harry might do next. I think he is afraid of the harm that might come to his family. He is afraid of making the wrong step, the wrong decision. After all, his dad, who's the king, has decided to ignore the situation. But yeah, he doesn't want to lose his brother's love forever, but Yeah. He knows he doesn't have any options, and this looks like a child sort of peeking around the corner of the door, and I think he's afraid of disappointing his mother. His mother always wanted them to be close. His mother always wanted them to be peas in a pod, to have Harry there by his side as William ruled the kingdom. So he is very worried about letting his mother down. Unlock your heart. He knows in his heart. He knows in his heart what the right thing to do is here. Um, and again, it's sort of a childlike card with this little horse on wheels. And of course, Queen Elizabeth famously was an equestrian. He knows. He knows from the training he's received from the Queen what he has to do. And he's very sad. He's very sad. But the next card says he knows he's had to become objective, and he knows he's had to focus on higher truths. And this one here, recognize divine timing. There's nothing he can do right now. And in a way, he wishes that his father would just get on with it. But, yeah, he knows he's probably going to have to, he's going to have to do it when he becomes king. Now, one of the things that was chilling to me about those words, over my dead body, is actually, of course, if William, heaven forbid, is no longer on this earth, and his children are no longer on the earth, literally over their dead bodies, Prince Harry would be able to step over their dead bodies, and then he would be the next in line to become king. So what is Harry's view of this? Before we talk about what's Harry's view of this, let's ask, would that ever happen? Would that ever happen? My personal view is that there would just be a constitutional crisis and the monarchy would be abolished. If the choice was between a King Harry and no monarchy, I think there would be no monarchy. We'll find out what Harry's views on this. But we'll first ask what would happen. What would happen if, heaven forbid, William and his family were not there, and then the next in line was Harry. Changed in the night. Yep, there would be immediate action of Parliament to change the laws, to abolish the monarchy. What else? All in the golden afternoon. That reminds me of Meghan Markle trying to cosplay Diana. She would think that all her dreams had come true because now she's going to be queen. But if you see, that's more like a painting than a photographic kind of image. This is more like photographic. This is more like a painting. To me, this is like in your wildest dreams, but it would never happen. It's something that would never be attainable. Follow the white rabbit. Oh, if you think that Harry had a conniption fit about his security, you ain't seen nothing yet. Because if they try to take away the throne from him, my word, he would be spending all of his money and all of his efforts and all of his, up to his dying breath, following the rabbit down the rabbit hole, trying to find any way that he could fight tooth and nail, to be the next monarch. Oh, shine bright like a candle. This is Meghan Markle's dream, what she really wants. She wants to be the queen. But again, that's very much a painting. It's a dreamlike quality. It might be her dream, but it would never happen. Yeah, and that's her again dream of being the queen. So I'm getting very much that this is not Harry who wants this. This is Meghan who wants this. And yeah. It's if that happened, if King William and his offspring were no longer around, it would be a time of great uncertainty for Britain. From those cards, I don't think Harry would ever be king, even if constitutionally he was the next in line. So now we're going back to the question of this over my dead body. A comment from William, which basically, as we know, as a saying, it means it's talking about not his actual death, but it's talking about he will not let it happen while he has breath in his body. So Harry, what does Harry think of this? Again, it's sinister. There's a cover-up. Um, Organized crime, that the palace, the household is against me. There's some plot, some sinister, something sinister happening. This is a organized plot against me, and it's gonna prove to Harry that he's right, that the whole family is against him, and they're jealous of him, and they don't want him there because he might overshadow William. This aliens card is an interesting card. From that I get, and who is it that sometimes says, one of the YouTubers sometimes says that Meghan appears to be like an alien who has just come down to Earth, and she doesn't know how to behave in normal society. I think it might be that guy from Talk TV. Anyway, yeah. It is so alien to Harry's nature that he wouldn't be wanted. And Meghan she finds the concept so alien that she shouldn't be celebrated. Yeah. And again, looking at Harry's energy, he doesn't understand it. He cannot comprehend that there is a world in which his brother wouldn't want him there, other than his brother is jealous of him. And Harry's saying, oh, it's too dangerous for me to come back, bring my family back to the UK. Even though we've been told now that he has always been offered a place to stay at Buckingham Palace, which means that any time if he travels to the UK and he stays at Buckingham Palace, he would have that royal security that he's been whining and complaining about. Trapped. Harry is trapped in his own head. This comment reported from William saying, over my dead body, you see, I can't come back. I told you, they're withholding that security on purpose to keep me away. Although his story on that changed. At one stage it was to keep him away, and the other stage it was to keep him trapped. Remember? I can't come back because I don't have the security I want, and they knew that I was leaving, and they withheld the security to keep me trapped because they wanted me to stay. They wanted me to stay. Yeah. So, clarify cards. What does Harry think about this over my dead body comment? I think these cards here are saying it's confirming to Harry everything that he thought and suspected about his brother and the royal family, being jealous of him. And the reason why William would want to keep him away in Harry's mind would be, we'll ask the cards, that would be that he's so jealous of Prince Harry. And it's a cult. It's a cult, the family. It's the family that's against me. They're all against me because I'm just so popular, because people would want me to be king and not William. Oh. And who's put this idea in his head? Oh, the love of his life, the female that made him want to run away. And look at that. She's his caregiver. She's made him really disabled and dependent on him. And he thought he was trapped before, but now he's in a prison of his own making. And yes, he does feel regret, but he's too proud to let people know that he regrets what he has done. He would rather hide under the blanket than admit that he made a mistake. Both with marrying Meghan and with all the terrible, horrible, vile things he said about his family. As much as he regrets it, he can't admit it to himself. What do you think? I really appreciate everybody who leaves me a comment, even just an emoji. It really helps the channel to be shown to other people. Marriage, wedding, that was the biggest regret. The biggest regret he's going to have looking back on his life. There might have been some part of him that had an intuition that this was going to end badly. But I think this intuition card is it's a false intuition. His gut feel is that people are out to get him. And this is just mental health and paranoia kicking in. So he thinks that's his intuition. He thinks he's following his gut, whereas just the cards to me are reading like it's more mental health problem than anything else. So let's ask the cards, where is this all heading? Where is this all heading? Just using the inner child cards. Where is this all going to end up? Where is this heading? Where's it going to end up? Odd sock. Yeah, Harry is never going to belong. He's never going to find a place where he belongs. Slow down, injured, regret. This is Harry. This is Harry. He's going to be, this reminds me of the kid that says, oh, I hurt my toe. Oh, I hurt my this. I hurt my that. I can't walk. Please carry me. My brother used to say to my dad, I can't walk. I've got a bone in my leg. So this is the woe is me little children card. And then the last card for Prince William and the monarchy. Celebrate. They're going to just leave him behind. They're going to enjoy the monarchy. They're not going to let him ruin the monarchy. And they're going to continue with the family that supports them and that loves the UK, that really does lead a life of service. And unfortunately, Harry's family will be cut out of the loop. But this little one here, I wonder if that's one of Harry's children. I wonder if in a family situation, the Harry's so-called children might be reunited with a broader family. But as much as Harry wants to throw a fit and complain, that is not going to get him anywhere. That's not going to get him back into the family, and the family will welcome the children if they want to come back. But the more he plays the victim, the more the royal family just gets on with it without them. What do you think, my lovelies? Please like if you do and subscribe if you haven't, and may the angels walk with you now and always.